Hey there, welcome to the Lumiere channel. This filter does not do my hands any favors. I have gorgeous hands, but they don't be looking it on this filter. Welcome to your weekly guidance. Where is your guidance here? Is it pile 1, pile 2, pile 3? Where is it? The timestamps are going to be in the description box or maybe the comments. What else do you need to know? If you're looking for a private reading, information is in the description box. Let me know what this pertains to for your week, and I really do hope it resonates. If none of these are really calling to you right now, I do all the weekly readings, so check the older videos out. They're non-date specific. This one is just coming out this week. It might be for this week, actually, or for some particular incident this week. Keep in mind, the week has not yet happened, and so if you pick one that doesn't make sense, keep it in mind because it might make sense for something that does end up coming up in the week. So, I will be starting with pile number 2. Hey, pile number 2. Here's your weekly guidance for the week. You have let go of guilt, and aptly, you have the 3 of Wands. The 3 of Wands, to me, it looks like yes, someone who is, it looks like someone who's waiting. And it looks like they're waiting for something. But in this feel, it always kind of feels to me, I deal mostly with oracle cards. And the 2 of Wands and the 3 of Wands are, I don't really, from their imagery, I don't really get a different type of message. It's maybe a little more nuanced, I suppose. But what I see here, and what I'm feeling rather for you number 2 this week, is a call for you to move forward. To not let the misgivings of the past, the missteps from the past, the misfortunes, the mistakes from the past affect your decision to move forward towards a betterment for yourself be hindered. So what I mean is, you may have made some sort of wrong call or mistake in the past, and that doesn't mean that that should stop you from going after something better because you believe you don't deserve it. And I'm not saying the I don't deserve it because I'm not worthy vibe. I'm saying like that thing where there was once upon a time that I stole some money from somebody and I scratched a ticket and I won this money and I don't deserve this money and so I'm going to give it away to someone else. Like, no. Unless you're giving away this money to the person that you like stole from, use that money for what you need. So there's a sort of essence here of like, excuse me. By the way, I didn't steal money. That was an example of someone who is holding on to something, and by them holding on to that thing, they're not allowing themselves happiness, essentially, like really bare bones, essentially. Holding on to not being there for a friend who needed you, and they ended up making decisions that have lasted a lifetime and have impacted themselves and yourself. And because of a misstep, or because you made the decision that you thought was best at that moment, and if you are now judging what you made, the decision in the past, as wrong, that shouldn't be just cause for you to punish yourself to make better choices moving forward. You don't necessarily deserve to be wholly punished by denying yourself the good things that wants to come to you, by denying yourself the happiness that wants to come to you. And this sounds maybe airy-fairy, but this honest to God happens in real freaking life. We do this where we believe that we need to still punish on ourselves. And maybe we do. Shoot, I'm not going to say that you don't deserve punishment for some stuff that you've maybe done. I'm not here to say that. What I am saying is sometimes, like, even sentences in jail end, right? You get 2 months, 3 months, 5 years, and then it's done. They let you go and say, all right, now go live a life. And if you keep, holding yourself back because of what you've done in the past and not allowing yourself a better week, this is about the week, a better week because of what happened last week, because you don't think you deserve it, it's hard. It's really hard. So I would say this week, if this is hidden in any kind of way, reflect on it and really see how worth it is to deny yourself something that might be yours, or might be an opportunity that you should take, whether or not it ends up being yours or not. So this could be maybe at work, you know that there's someone who has been there and they have the seniority, but you also want to go for this promotion, and maybe this person is your buddy, but you know that you would have good ideas for this role. You know you would have good ideas for this and that. Go for it. Is that going to make that person feel some type of way? Absolutely. But is that something that's also going to step you up for the future? Yeah, if you go into that interview and you wow them more than the person who's been there just purely based on seniority, then hopefully that puts them on their path to either quit that job or do better in their own position, you know? Life doesn't always end up roses and sunshine immediately for every person, for every decision. Honestly, even look, I'm not that person who claims ownership over people. Like, you may break a friendship over having to feel yourself connected to someone who was your friend's ex. Fighting words, fight me, right? But I'm not someone who's gonna get in the way of a connection. If a connection is there and that person is who you like, your friend has been done with them and it's breaking some sort of bro code, girl code, but you and that other person are really connecting on a deeper level, that friendship might be done. That friendship might have run its course, and maybe you found the person that you're meant to be with, and that's an experience that you need to go on and have, and that relationship with the friend might have to peace out. Is that easy? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. But for some people, for all of us actually, this sense of guilt keeps us away from what we want, and it's not easy. Those examples are me showing real life examples that show that this feeling, this general sort of phenomenon that I'm picking up on here, happens to a lot of people in a lot of different ways, and it's not easy. So I'm going to go ahead and read this and then pick up from there. When you allow your light to shine brightly, you inspire others. Forgive yourself for what you think you've done or not done, and trust that God loves you unconditionally for who you are. Learn and grow from past mistakes instead of berating yourself for them. Yeah. If you have made choices like that in the past and you feel guilty for them because maybe you made them in a shady way, perhaps it might be on your conscience to say something to the person that may have been wounded in that transaction. So if you did end up going after a friend's lover, if you did end up going after a job opportunity that you thought you would also be good for, if you did that in a shady or underhanded type of way, perhaps it might be on your heart to reach out to the people that you may have wounded in that journey and speak to them about what's in your heart. Are they going to accept it? Are they going to deny it? Who knows? But that could be something for you. What I'm seeing here is, though, that you've been holding yourself back from taking a step towards something that you want, that you've been pining for, that you are eager to step into, that you've been waiting for, and you feel it in your fingers, you feel it in your toes. The feeling is all around you, and so it grows and grows, but there's something sort of holding you by your shirt, just kind of holding you back, and it's your own hand reaching behind you, pushing yourself back, bro. And there's something about that you need to figure out so that you can do what you need to do to step forward and step into the new, the new threshold that you gotta step into, potentially, or at least look into that feeling of what's holding you back. So that is your call for this week, your guidance. I hope this served somebody. So, let go of guilt. I don't know if this week is the week for you to really step into it. It could be, but there's definitely a call for you to figure out what those feelings are and try to find out where they're coming from. whether it's this opportunity or the next, there's something about you tending to the emotions and the phenomenon behind you not taking the actions and behind you not moving into the direction that you want to go in because of this guilty feeling that you have. And this guilty feeling could be something from the past. It could be something that we sort of hold on to inadvertently. I don't want to lose weight or gain weight or be fit or be healthy because I feel like it will make this person in my life, these people in my life, feel bad about themselves not getting healthy. That's another real shit thing that happens. I don't want to go out there and actually find love or have a successful relationship or build on the relationship I have, whatever the case may be, because other people aren't doing so well, so let me not be so happy. Let me not allow myself access to that. I don't want to make so much money because I don't want to make my XYZ person or people feel bad about them not making enough money. I don't want to go after my PhD. I don't want to do this and this and that because I don't want to make this person feel like they are not worthy because fuck that noise, my friend. I'm going to end with you. This has been longer than it needed to be, but it needed to be this long. So I wish you everything. I really do. Keep your light on. Let me know if this helped or served you in some type of way. Good luck. Hey, number 1, what's your guidance for the week? You have donations, tithing, and charitable work. All right. And clarifying that message is the Emperor. Look at here, baby. You're doing too much. It might be with good intent, but you're doing too much. You're doing way too damn much. This filter is really not doing me any favors. You're doing way too much externally, right? Like, you're doing way too much out there and not doing enough in here, in you. And it's not even in you as in, you're not meditating, you're spending time on yourself or self-care. It's none of that. What it is you're not planning for your future. You're not planning enough for your future. Like, you need to sit your butt down, plan a little bit longer for your future, plan a little bit more for your future. But Luce, I have been planning. I've been doing this and I've been doing that. And that's amazing. Good. Your guidance this week is to keep going and plan for longer. If you've made a 1-month plan, a 2-month plan, a 3-month plan, you got to make a 6-month plan. You got to make an 8-year plan. You have to figure out what your goal, not even your goal, it's just how to just keep planning, bro. If this is about your work and you've set a budget for XYZ amount of money to have and in your emergency fund, this might be saying, okay, that doesn't mean that now that you've hit that you have to start, expending here and there. This is saying, okay, cool, but plan for a little bit longer. Plan for a little bit longer. Plan for a little bit more time. Maybe double that to having a $2,000 emergency fund. Or $1,500 to start. If you are planning to buy a house, a new home, something in that realm of things, and you are making shortcuts, well, I could always, do this and do that in order to afford this, or I could always fix this up another. No, what this is saying is, for some of you, the message here is, if it's that house scenario, this sort of long-term game, do the thing that will make sense for the long term. So if you are looking for a home, check in with yourself. If the home you're looking for, and even a job, right? If you're looking for a job, a career, something like that, do the work to align your actions with your ideals. Are you looking for a job, or are you looking for a career? A job will help you for now, a career will help you for longevity. So you might take, if you're looking for a career, You might take a shitty job now so that it gives you experience and an entryway into the type of career that you are wanting. If you take a job now, it could be a higher paying job than the career path starting entry level, whatever, but it's a job for now. It's going to pay you now, but where are you really going with that? How is it really helping you long term? It's going to help you in the now, but how is it really helping you long term? And even then, flip that. If it's in your best interest for now to find a job that is going to pay for things that you need paid for, that is going to help you set you up for the future, do it, as opposed to going for something that may not really help you for the future right now. So it's same thing with a home. Are you looking for a rental space? What kind of rental space are you looking for? I just need a place. Is your mindset right now looking for the cheapest option in the cheapest area, and you're looking to settle there? But mentally, you're looking for a home that you're going to be there for 10 years. A home that you may end up having a family and moving your family to. Do they have good schools? Do they have, good groceries? Are they a food desert? Do they have things that are important to your lifestyle goals that you want for yourself? And are those wants and desires that you want for yourself lining up with what you're looking for? This just for now place where you can just something, or is it worth hanging in there a little bit longer to find the place in the neighborhood that's going to actually make sense, right? So there's a couple things with this one, but the basic message with this is plan for the long term. Plan for the longer term. Plan for even a legacy for some of you. Start thinking about what your legacy is. I don't think it's really that at this moment. It's a weekly reading. But what is the legacy you want to leave behind? What is the longer term that you want to plan for? Try to keep your energy a little bit, hone it in, and put it on this path of, okay, what's next after this step? What's next after this step? What do I need to do in order to get here? Okay, let me plan those out. That type of thing, and line up what you're doing with where you are wanting to go this week. I hope that helped. I wish you everything. You're delightful. Praise the Lord. Keep your light on, okay? I wish you everything. Let me know how this hit. And good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Buena suerte. Hey, number 3. Number 3, detox your friendships. Oh my God, I love this. And clarifying that is the 2 of fucking cups, which talks about partnerships. I love this. How beautiful. Come through, Lord. All right. Your abundance flow is being affected by the people with whom you're spending time. So be discerning about your associations and relationships. Choose to be with people who are inspiring, generous, and supportive. Okay. It's a week. Some of you may choose to have this week be a week where you discuss with your friends your goals and your relationship and how the relationship is working or how it's not working. Perhaps you might be calling out a friend and saying, hey, I really believe in you, but I don't feel like you believe in yourself. I don't see that I feel like you've been in a slump for a while. I feel like, what's going on with you in this detoxing friendship with this, and even with a tarot coming through and being like, blah, blah. I love that the tarot really came freaking through. Like, hey, Lord, thank you for that. The tarot came through on this one because I feel like there's a huge culture around blaming other people for where we are in life. And I get that people play a huge and heavy part, but sometimes, baby, it's you. And you are the one that needs to take a step back away from people. But let me say this with this message. Detox your friendships to me does not feel like telling people in your life to go F themselves because of XYZ reason. And it can be. Honestly, it can be. There are some relationships that just suck and they don't speak greatness into you. And they don't speak greatness into you because they suck. There's some people who don't speak greatness into you because they're worried about you. It's not coming from a place of, I want you to fail. It's coming from a place of, I've never seen this done. I care about you and I'm worried about you failing. And it's coming from their fear, and it's also coming from their love for you. And so that can really be a very weird dance to dance, especially as a human being who is thinking about themselves, which is us. We're very egocentric. And that's the thing. When you're talking to people, you're always going to take things personally. But sometimes people say things to us that they're speaking from their own perspective because people are egocentric. They're thinking about themselves. And if it's your parents, your people who care about you, or even your loved ones, friends who have never seen this done, would never take the risk to do some of the things that you're wanting to do, they're speaking from a place of, if you consider that they might be speaking from a place of concern, a place of love, and a place of fear for themselves. And with that thought in mind, it's much easier to digest or even deflect what people are saying, when what we need is to be spoken greatness into. Like, coddle me, bitch. Okay, just freaking coddle me. Tell me I'm amazing. Tell me what I'm doing is gonna pop off. Like, that's what I need. I need positivity and, like, what is the word? Optimism. I need optimism. I don't need realism. I don't need pessimism. And this might be something that you enter into a discussion with a friend. And it's not easy, but it is very rewarding when you sit down with your friend and talk to them as a human being. And you are a human being and you say to them, hey, this is something that I'm going through in my life right now, and I just need you to be supportive. And what supportive looks like to me is ABC. Sometimes people don't freaking know you. Like, they don't know what's in your heart. They don't know what's in your soul. They don't know what's going on in your psyche and in your being. And we have to give them a roadmap. We tell people how to treat us. They won't just figure it out. Sometimes they will, but it's helpful, really, if you can lay out a plan for someone and say, hey, I'm about to share X, and this is how I need you to respond, like this. Are you able to do that? And if they're not, then at least you get to say, all right, am I going to risk opening my heart up to this person, or and risk how they're going to respond, or am I going to take this conversation elsewhere? I feel like detoxing their friendship could be, rather than losing a friend, you may gain an even deeper friend, a deeper relationship and partnership with this person, because you have actually had a real conversation about how to have a real conversation. Ta-da! Right? And that's hard. And that way you're detoxing the friendship or relationship or partnership by removing the toxicity that both of you do not need in that space. You tell them how you want to be talked to, and they can share with you how they want to be talked to. And you're having it in a, hey, here's my cup. Oh, yeah, here's my cup. Here, I'll take your cup. And you drink from it and go, oh, okay, I see your point. So this is how you want me to eat. That type of thing. Exactly what's going on in this image. If this is about a partnership, this is about, a relationship a love relationship in your life that needs to be detoxed in such a way, then initiate that. Take that step to meet them halfway and say, hey, look, this is how I want things to be. What about you? What about you? And invite them into that conversation as opposed to making your demands. And there's nothing wrong with making demands. I don't think there is. But if you are trying to have a partnership and not just a me ship, you speak to this person and go, hey, this is how I think about our friendship. This is how I think about our relationship. This is how I think about our love affair. What do you think? What do you want? How do you want this to be? How do you want this discussion to go? And this even goes with work. Clearing things up with workmates or teammates and saying, this is how I understand my job. How is it that you understand my job? And let's discuss where we can meet in the middle or something. So this to me is about having productive conversations. It doesn't necessarily feel like a severance has to be made, but if a severance has to be made, I feel like it will be made in the most amicable way that it could be made. And that's not to say that it's going to be roses and sunshine, because the most amicable way a very volatile relationship can be amicable is, as amicable as that relationship can be. Sometimes you look at situations and you go, you know what, that actually could have been much worse than it ended up being. That type of thing. So I hope this served you for your week. I hope that you're discerning. Oh, another thing about this. If you need support from a friend, or you need support, period, for some endeavor or whatever the heck this is this week, go to the people that are able to give you support. Don't go to people that won't respond to your messages lickety split. If you need to be called, don't go talking to people that don't call usually, okay? Like, don't expect things from people who haven't don't set yourself up, right? So if you are looking for support or endorsement, you know the people in your life that you can sort of go to for that. So do that. If you need to be hyped, go to the person in your world that hypes you up. Or build, again, previously what I was saying, or build that kind of hype relationship with the people pre-existing in your life and go, dude, this is how I see our friendship, and I'm finding that in the next steps that I'm going to be taking in my life, I need hype people. I need people that are really going to speak greatness into me, because I'm scared. This thing I'm about to step into is raw. Can I count on you to speak greatness into me? Can I come to you to do that for me when I'm feeling low? And actually put that shit out there. Like, have those conversations with your friends. I have. Many times. It's not easy, but once you start having that conversation, you feel closer to that person. And it's not just this sort of relationship of convenience. It's a relationship of purpose. And that's beautiful. It's honestly really freaking beautiful. I wish that for you. So keep your light on. Good luck. I hope you have a great week. Come through with that personal reading. Information for that is in the description box below. I wish you everything. I really do. Keep your light on, and good luck.